driving, as I'm driving down this German autobahn, or actually, it might actually be Austria. I'm not sure anymore. All looks the same. It's interesting that Germany calls it autobahn, but Austria calls it Autostrada. Like they both speak German, so although now that I think about it, there's motorway and highway, so never mind. So anyway, as I'm driving down this highway, I got to think about this car and how much it's been through, how much, how much road it's been through. And it just made me realize like how lucky I got with this car. I bought it at 80,000 miles, just not knowing anything about the car. I went online, I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I went to this random little area with cars around, and these two guys from, I think they were from maybe Iran or Iraq or something like that, I forgot. But basically they showed me around the car. They didn't even let me test drive for very long, only on this little property they had. So basically I started the car, I drove, I don't know, it could have been more than, I don't know, 300 meters, something like that. I put it into first and second gear, and that was it, and then reverse, and that was the test drive. I also didn't know anything about cars, so I couldn't check anything. I just looked at it, from outside. It looked cool. I liked that it's only a 2-door, and I said, alright, I'll take it. And man, how lucky I got. I bought it at 80,000 miles. Not, I think, maybe just about a year ago. Maybe less, actually. I don't know exactly. But probably less than or exactly a year ago. And I'm currently sitting at 96,000 miles, which means I've done 16,000 miles in this car. And not a single thing has gone wrong. Not a single thing. And it only had one service as well, like one oil change and filter change, and that's it. The only issue I ever had was this one time my battery ran out for some reason. Like my car wouldn't start. I had to connect a jump back, but that happened only once for some reason and never again. So I don't know what that was, but nothing else has ever gone wrong. There are no warning lights, no knocks, no noises. I mean, you can hear. Sounds perfect. It pulls. I mean, listen to this. Let me do that again. And I'm sitting at 3,000 RPM at 65 miles an hour. And still, it has enough power to do this. US twice. This is my third time. I've driven from Slovakia to England twice. I've driven from England to Italy once, from Italy to Slovakia once. I've driven from Slovakia to Austria, Vienna once, and then back. And I've driven it all around England. I've been to London, I don't know, 3 times, I think. From Liverpool to London and back. And I've driven, like I said, around England and around Slovakia. And it just works. So I just wanted to make this video. It's kind of a Ford Focus Mark II appreciation video. You know, when I bought this car, I kind of read some reviews and joined like a Reddit sub about the car, and everyone was telling me and people that these cars are not very good, not very reliable, that they, you know, something always goes wrong with them. But here I am, 2009, or is it 10? 58 number plate. Is that 9 or 10? Anyway, 2009 or 10 Mark II Ford Focus, a facelift model with 96,000 miles and flawless. Fuel economy is decent, I would say. A full tank will give me anywhere between 450 and 500 miles, depending on, you know, driving conditions. Driving like this on the highway, the motorway, the autobahn, the autostrada. When I fill up, it shows me 460 miles range. I don't know how much MPG that is, but I think it's fairly decent to get 450 miles out of a tank. I think it has like a 50 liter tank. So I mean, you can do the math. I'm not very good at math, but if 50 liters does, let's say, well, it doesn't do 500 miles exactly, but let's say it does 450, so let's just round it up to 500. That means 10 liters does 100 miles, right? If 50 liters does 500, then 10 does 100. Anyway, like I said, I'm not very good at math, and I don't know what that means. So does that mean just 10 liters to 100? No, that's kilometers. This is miles. Anyway, well, it does 10 liters to 100 miles, but I'm not sure how much that is in kilometers, because, you know, cars that are in kilometers, they measure them liters per kilometers. But I don't know how many kilometers 100 miles is. I think, well, 60 miles is 100 kilometers. I know that, but I don't know how many kilometers is 100 miles. So anyway, if you do, there you go. It does 10 liters for that many kilometers. But yeah, it's a very, very good car. I was thinking about replacing it for a while. I wanted to buy like maybe another Ford or like a Chevy, like a Chevrolet. I like those as well. But nah, I've Chicago let me down. A lot of things let me down, but this thing never has. So yeah, I think this is gonna be one of those cars I keep forever, as long as I can, basically. And I think it's gonna do me well. It's gonna serve me well. I wouldn't be surprised if I take this to, I don't know, 200,000 miles or something like that. But I'm gonna run it until until it's just too expensive to fix, I guess. Even then, I'm the kind of person who doesn't mind spending money on sentimental value, basically. So I think I'm gonna run this car until it, I don't know, rots away or something. But yeah, I might, like I talked about before, I might buy a van to travel with, but I'm not gonna sell this one. Even then, I'm gonna keep this as a regular car, and then I'm gonna have a van for traveling. I think it's I'm gonna do an oil change again soon, because why not, you know. And the thing is also, I run this car on above 3,000 RPM most of the time. I mean, today I've been driving since around 10 a.m. and now it's midnight. It's 12 a.m. midnight. That means I've been driving over to 12 hours now. Well, not like non-stop, but like with like short breaks for 12 hours at over 3,000 RPM. And my temperature is smack in the middle. When I start a car, after like 10 minutes, it creeps up to the middle, and it stays there no matter how long I drive this car. 12 hours and still exactly in the middle. The only thing moving is my fuel gauge, unfortunately, and my speedometer. Although I've been keeping that at 70 as well, so that's kind of smack in the middle as well. So yeah, I wanted to make this car because there are so many posts and videos out there telling you that these cars are unreliable. Well, here I am telling you from experience that they are 100% reliable. You just have to find a good one and take care of it. And I don't know anything about the past of this car, how well it was taken care of. I mean, I've been taking care of it. I did only one service in a year. I don't know if that's enough or not, but I try to drive it nicely, well, easily, like lightly. I don't rev it unnecessarily. I don't rev it cold. I let it warm up. I drive it fairly slow. I mean, I don't speed. I barely do over 70 miles an hour, which is like 110 kilometers an hour. I did go over 80 yesterday yesterday. Because I had to catch my ferry from Dover. So I had to speed a little bit. But yeah, today it's been 70 miles an hour all day, around 3,000 RPM, just a little bit over, and it's perfect. If you're thinking about buying a Mark II Ford Focus and you're hesitant because of what people told you, I say do it. You could have an incredibly reliable, good good looking, very well handling car for not a lot of money. I mean, these things go from anywhere from like £1,000. I mean, I bought mine for 1,000, and it's a 2-door or 3-door version as well, which is quite rare. Most of them you see on the road are 4 doors. So yeah, just go ahead and buy one. They're cheap, reliable, they're good on fuel, and they're fun to drive. And they do this. Which is actually quite a nice note, very nice noise for a non-SC or S car, I think. I'm not a car guy, but I think. I hope you can hear that, by the way, through the camera. I'll check. I think you can because it's quite loud. Anyway, I've been rambling on for 17 minutes.